Hey guys, this is Tobias Westman. This is a brand new Please Just Let Me Complain. Tonight, a little thing happened to me. I'm not trying to be any kind of racist, sexist, or any discrimination against anybody I work with, anybody that comes my way. So, if you know the law about any drinking, you must have a valid U.S. ID. There are a lot of problems with a lot of Latino brothers and sisters. They have Mexican issued ID or passport. That was not the problem. Was not with the person. The person understood that I couldn't take the ID for the beer. They wanted a 12-pack of Corona, and I told them no. So a lady came up behind him. And she was looking for change, but she offered to buy the person some beer, which that is totally against the law. I cannot allow you to buy beer from another person that doesn't have an ID. That's like buying beer for a child outside the gas station when they don't have no ID. They're underage. That's a liability upon me. So the lady got irate because I wouldn't let her buy beer. She said, I'm buying beer. This is my ID, and I want the beer. And I'm like, no, ma'am, I cannot sell you the beer. But that's just ignorant. You won't let me buy the beer? It's just ignorant. Let me see your manager. I'm like, okay. So I call my manager. It's 1 a.m. on a Saturday. There's no manager that's going to come down there. So the lady stood there. I tried it once or twice, and I was like, ma'am, I cannot sell you the beer. So she just stood there and talked to all kind of other customers, saying, you gonna let him buy a beer? He has to see his ID. What if he wanted to buy something? What if he brought the same beer as the other guy brought up? Blah, 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 blah. Like, oh my God. So she wanted to leave. So, in any situation, if somebody won't leave your store because they're ignorant, I had to call the police. And the police really, truly didn't want to deal with her. And in the end, I was truly right in the end. And they straight up told her, he has every right to refuse you, because it's any business right to refuse you for any reason. And that's kind of the law in Tennessee. And I told him the situation, that she was trying to buy the beer from another person, which she tried to explain. I'm trying to buy the beer from me. I have an ID. That is ignorant. And it's ignorant. That's what she kept on saying, which made me laugh. So, which continued on. She argued with the policeman. He never told me to leave. I never told her physically to leave. She could have brought anything she want besides the beer. So in the end, the police officer asked, do you really want her to leave? I'm like, yes, because this has been from 1 to 1:30 of this commotion in my store. And I'm the only person overnight, and that is too much commotion. So she leaves, and she yells at the officer, I want to know your sergeant's name. Like, what are you going to do? How are you going to complain to officer superior that he's telling you the law and telling you to leave the premises while you are making a scene, a commotion, or you are breaking more laws than anything? So you have no right to complain that you caused enough of a commotion for a person to call the police to make you leave the store. She had no ground to stand on any which way. I was not being ignorant. I was being nice. I told her our policy, our laws. And she brought up like, you take your job so seriously. It's a job. you take your job seriously, whatever you do. You could be a nurse, a doctor, you could work at a gas station, you could be a manager. You got to take your job seriously if you want to keep your job. It's everybody. It's not just gas station attendants that just don't want to sell you beer or cigarettes. Because your friend looks like she's 16 and you walk in, you both look at the cigarettes. Sorry, that's an easy way to lose a license, money, job. It's most likely automatically termination from any place. And the next thing she said, oh, I know the job laws way better than you. Like, no, it's impossible. Because one, you don't work here. Two, you probably have no formal training as a bartender or drink dispenser, which I have. I have been formally trained as a bartender back in New Orleans where I was born. At Harris, New Orleans. So I have learned a lot about laws, different things. You know, I would never interact with anybody underage in the casino because nobody under 21 could enter the casino. But here I have many different ages, many different groups, many different looks. Sometimes you can't tell a 16-year-old from a 21-year-old. Because some are smaller, some women have smaller builds, some guys look skinnier. Even the telltale signs of tattoos, piercings, different looks, time you're out at the store. I have to look at a lot of things, so next time you go into a store and they complain about your ID, just know there are laws in place to protect you, the store, the clerk, and everybody else on the road. So, don't go bitching at a clerk because he tells you he can't sell you beer because your friend's underage. It's the law. Don't come in a car with 16 people and one person comes in and try to buy beer. Like, that looks suspicious. Even the police officer said that is suspicious activity, ma'am. He had every right to tell you he refused to sell. Every right. And that brought a big smirk to my face, like, burn. Well, after she left, I thought it was the end of it, but it wasn't. She calls back later and like, oh, this is blah 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 12. I'm like, was it worth it? Like, what the fuck? Was it worth it to call them people? I went click. I have enough of the bullshit. So I'm waiting on my manager to get here at 6 o'clock and tell him this story. Oh, and I hope to God she comes in at 6 o'clock so they can roll back the tapes and see her make an ass out of herself again. Another person to tell her I was right. Nah. I was right. Well, if you think I was right, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you think I was wrong, please leave a dislike. And tell me why I was wrong. Give me an opinion. Give me advice. So, see you in the next one. This was... Please, just let me complain.